we'll be interviewing Colton. This is Colton.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Annabel.
And I'm Carolyn.
And Colton, you're from?
Etobicoke, Ontario.
Okay, first question, why did you choose to come to this country instead of somewhere else, and what were your hopes of coming here?
I was kind of forced to come here. My parents' job moved us out of country, out of Canada. Hopes, didn't really have any hopes.
You said you came here with your family, and was there anybody that you left behind, or what was like the most difficult part of leaving? Like who or what did you leave behind?
I definitely left my childhood friends behind. I didn't leave any family behind because I have family out of country and in country. So just my childhood friends.
What was it like when you first arrived? Like what surprised you? Like when you first came here? Like what was your like first impression, or like what maybe like happened when you came?
Whenever I first came, we moved to Texas, so it was definitely different as far as the climate change. The people's accents, everyone speaking English, definitely different. So yeah, what was the last part of that question?
Maybe what surprised you?
Definitely, since we were in Texas and in the southern region, definitely people's accents, it's kind of weird or different. I wouldn't say weird.
Did you have like any first impressions when you arrived, maybe in Texas, or did it like maybe like
super country, kind of like in like movies and stuff?
It was like more like a biased situation, like when you first came.
Yeah.
So you said you moved to Texas from Canada, and then where?
And then we moved up to Chicago, which was more around people I was kind of used to as far as like how they spoke and stuff. And then we moved back down here.
What you've seen or what is shown in movies about America, did you have any expectations when you came, or was anything fulfilled, or anything that surprised you that was different?
Yeah, since like my dad watches westerns, and the first place we moved was down south. That's kind of what I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, just kind of like how people act in the movies is kind of like their accents and stuff. So it's kind of the same.
All right. So can you think of any times that you felt like out of place or unwelcomed?
I would say whenever I first moved here, it was definitely a change in how people acted. Canada does kind of fill the stereotypes, especially if you get out in the country, where people are a lot nicer. Whenever I moved here, whenever we were in Texas, we were around the Houston, Texas area. So we got kind of the rundown of like the city life with also like the country people. And there are like some really nice people here, but you definitely experience a lot more aggressive, I guess you would call them, people.
So people in Canada were a lot nicer?
Yeah, out in the country, yeah.
I was wondering if I was like...
Around like downtown Etobicoke and Toronto, it's kind of like Atlanta, like nobody's like really from there. It's just people from like all over different areas in one spot. So you would get, you know, Americans, people from like different countries all around there. But whenever you get out into the country, when it was like native, you know, Canadians, everyone was super nice.
Really?
Like along with like feeling like out of place, did you ever feel like moments of like people actually like welcoming you in?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, I guess like people would say like it's interesting because I don't know, like in Texas, like there was no Canadians, really, people from Canada.
Yeah.
So.
All right. What was it like embracing a new American culture yet trying to remember your own culture?
This actually might be a tough question.
Yeah.
Because it's like.
It's kind of similar.
It's like how you dress and like it's like the exact same thing. Like type of music you listen to, exact same. Like sports, same.
Was there anything that maybe clashed with Canadian culture and American culture? Maybe not even culture, but maybe like economy, or maybe the opportunities you saw?
I would say there's definitely more opportunity here in America. Healthcare here is definitely a lot better. There's free healthcare in America, or free healthcare in Canada, which is it's not good at all. it's like if you were to go to a hospital, it would be fully booked. So whenever my mom gave birth to me, she actually didn't give birth to me in like an actual hospital room. It was like a janitor's closet.
Oh.
And yeah, because everyone was booked. So if you have like a cold, you can go to the emergency room.
Oh my god.
Because there's no extra like expenses, or at least at the time. I don't know what it is now. So yeah, definitely a lot more opportunity.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't say like a ton more, but
you don't give birth to babies in janitors.
Yeah, and then like as far as like the American dream and like doing well like in the economy here in America, I could see it being a little bit more opportunity here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you read?
What is the thing that you're proudest of so far about your immigrant experience and why?
But yeah, this is the one that we were talking about. I don't know what I'd say for that.
Okay.
Like what do you mean?
Like
what do you mean?
are you proud of yourself for
Do you
like
play sports there in
assimilating?
Canada? Do you play sports there when you're in Canada?
Yeah, I played basketball when I was like really little, but like I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
So,
Do you care more? I don't really.
Yeah, I just
I don't know. That's a hard question.
We
yeah,
can skip it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe like, was there ever like a turning point of, like you said, you left your childhood friends and you came here? Was there ever like a turning point where you were like, hey, I can do this, I can make more friends, and
Yeah,
although I can have the friends back home, I can build more relationships here, or maybe like get into this sport or get into this community, get into this activity. Was there ever like a turning point?
Yeah, I would say like whenever I was younger, it was like it like benefited me like coming to America, because like it definitely forces you to get out and like meet new people, and like if you're into sports how I am, definitely you like you want to succeed in your sports. So I would definitely say like coming to a different country, like whatever country you're coming from, it definitely pushes you to like be more social and then develop a better relationships, I guess.
If someone you knew was planning on coming to America, what advice would you have for them to make the process a little easier?
Most of the stereotypes are true. I mean, they're not all bad, all good, definitely good. If you're coming from a colder place, it's tough moving to the south. Definitely if you're coming from Canada, you want to stay up north around the northern area. Yeah, I would say that, and that's actually about it. Yeah.
What about with the whole like? So are you like a citizen?
Yeah, I have dual citizenship.
Okay,
now.
so do you remember like were you old enough to like remember like the whole process of like?
Oh yeah, kind of like my parents kind of did that whole thing for me, but I definitely like I had to go into like these like really serious interviews, because my parents, because my dad is like he has dual citizenship, but not Canada, and America. His is actually Sicily and America, but and then my mom is just American. So I had to like go into like certain like interviews, and like they would ask me questions like, are these your real parents? Like what is like your date of birth? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whenever I was like 9-10 years old, like actually like really intense, and they would ask you like intense questions. And then it was just like signing like a bunch of paperwork. Yeah, so my parents kind of handled most of that, so I don't really know like all the like the details and laws behind it, but it was definitely like a 2.5 year process. But you get to come over here while you're going through it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wait, so your mom just has an American citizenship?
Yeah.
And your dad has.
So my dad is he's from Sicily, and then he has dual citizenship from Sicily in America. And then my mom is just American.
So why were you in Canada?
My dad's job. Yeah, he owns a glass plant, and like whenever he travels to like different plants, like he'll stay in one area for like a long period of time.
Interesting. Do you plan on going anywhere else, like going and living anywhere else, or do you plan on staying here?
I actually after college I want to do a thing that my some of my good friends from Canada are doing. They take, I think it's like 12 12 months, 4 different countries, and like you live like 3 months in each country. And like I think that'd be like a really cool experience just to like see like different cultures. So I definitely want to do that. But I could definitely see myself living out of country, like out of college, depending on job opportunities and stuff like that.
Are there any maybe cool experiences or stories that maybe have happened?
My freshman year of college, there was something wrong with like my paperwork. Like I think like some documents got lost or something. And I remember my mom calling me and she was like, if you don't like, I had to send in an email picture of like my ID, my social security, and my birth certificate because I had it and she didn't. And she was like, if you don't, like, they're gonna like deport you and like send you back.
Oh my God.
So like I had to like do all that and like I don't know like what happened, like what documents got lost or whatever. But yeah, I definitely had to. I was definitely like a kind of a scare. I thought it was like a joke at
I
first.
can't even imagine my mom being
Yeah.
like, if you don't send this in, like you're
Yeah,
gonna
she
be
she
deported.
she was like, in the next month and a half, like you'll be gone, and I was like, okay, yeah, I probably should do that.
How did that make you feel? So how long have you been here, like up until that happened? Like you've been
10
here a while.
years, yeah.
So like when that happened, like how did
Yeah.
you feel? You were like, well, I've already. Like,
Yeah, I was like, well, I've already been here, but I mean, like, I wasn't really that scared because like I knew I was like, okay, if I get sent there, like, I'll go like stay like with like a friend or whatever
Yeah.
for like a little bit and like
figure it out.
and then like
But you
come
were in
back.
college.
Yeah, I was in
So-
college, so
yeah,
like I would
coming
have.
into
That's
college is
scary.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, I would have like gotten pulled in like athletics and academics would have really been messed up.
Yeah.
So
So, when you moved to Texas, did you want to be a cowboy?
definitely not.
So, you technically living the American dream out if you didn't want to be a cowboy?
What do you mean?
And being a cowboy is pretty much the American dream, right?
Not for a Canadian immigrant.
Do you recognize this song or like know it?
It's my favorite song, bro.
Oh yeah, that's fine.